What's up, guys? In today's video, we're starting with Israel Adesanya, who's finally broken his silence.
Watching Izzy fight last night was heartbroken.
So Izzy will have some questions when he goes back and watches this.
We also have some extremely rare footage of Alex Pereira's life before the UFC and a deep dive into Ilia Topuria's latest statements. From IShowSpeed's wild DMs with Islam Makhachev,
I just got a comment from Dagestan. Yo ass going to Dagestan.
To the official announcement of Arman Tsarukyan versus Dagestan, we've got it all covered. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Israel Adesanya has finally broken his silence after that rough night in Seattle. Izzy posted a raw message saying, "I know it's hard for my people to see me fall, but I promise it's harder on me. We respawn and go again." Even Daniel Cormier chimed in, saying Izzy shouldn't even think about retirement yet. DC noticed that Izzy fought great in the first 2 rounds, but then he made a huge mistake. He started trading in the pocket, which was exactly what Pyfer needed to win. DC thinks Izzy is going to have some serious regrets when he watches the tape.
He fought well in round 1. He was fighting well in round 2. But then for some reason he decided to kind of say, you know what? Shield in the middle, let's stand on it and let's trade. When in reality, that was probably the best way for Pyfer to get a victory, because then he could reach him. Joe was missing with a lot of stuff early, but Izzy then ultimately chose to fight him in a way that gave Joe a chance to do exactly what he did. So Izzy will have some questions when he goes back and watches this, but ultimately the night belonged to Joe Pyfer.
Izzy he's just always winning these fights, and then somehow he just ends up not. It's just one of those things. He can still compete. There's definitely a couple of things about Izzy that I think has changed. One of those, I think, is the main thing that sticks out to me is the reflexes. I just don't think his reaction time is quite the same as it used to be, as sharp. And I don't want to take anything away from Joe Pyfer. I thought he fought well. He had a rough start, was able to draw Izzy into fighting his style of fight. And once he did that, he was able to get his hands on him, take him down, and put on the finishing touches to get him out of there. I mean, he's a bigger, stronger guy. Izzy did a great job defending. I thought if he kept it at range, which what he was doing really well in the first round, I thought he could have honestly done that for 5 if he had the cardio to do it. But for some reason, he decided to switch and stand in there and trade with him a little bit. The range went from being on the outside to really, really close, exactly where Pyfer needed him. A couple of big shots that he evaded, but man, I thought Izzy looked really good in the first round until the second.
Francis Ngannou was also watching, and he said it was heartbreaking to see Izzy lose like that.
Watching Izzy fight last night was heartbroken. Oh, reminds you how ungrateful this sport is. Sometimes it's good at you. Sometimes, no matter what you do, it let you down. Izzy looked sharp. He looked very sharp. And after the first round, I'm like, oh, we get this. This is good. He's back. But man, sometimes we plan, but God has other plan. And I can only imagine how tough is it to get back out of it, to come back out of it, to rebound. But guess what? That also.
But Francis also had some thoughts on Alex Pereira's future. He believes a fight with Ciryl Gane would be a nightmare for Alex. Ngannou thinks Gane's speed and movement would frustrate Pereira, making it almost impossible for Alex to find his distance.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting fight, though. I think Alex Pereira is very tough. He's big enough. He's a heavyweight. But in this scenario, the position shifted a little bit because Ciryl Gane here come more with a strategy of a lighter person, because he moves a lot, he's fast and this. And I think Alex Pereira will be like more stiff, stable and strong, solid. Ciryl will be more fast, moving around, as is his technique. He's good at that. And then it's going to be very difficult to Alex Pereira to even get close to the distance to figure out what he can do, like just to get in the distance, to get close to that, to close that distance, which Ciryl will be managing very good to keep the distance, pick apart, get him frustrated, He's good at that. So I think he's a very good matchup for Cyril.
Extremely rare footage of Alex Pereira just surfaced from his days in Brazil. Before the UFC belts and the fame, Alex was an alcoholic tire changer, struggling just to get by. Looking at him now, it's honestly incredible to see how far he's come. From the tire shop to the top of the world, Poatan is a true inspiration. Moving on to the ladies, Macy Barber admitted her memory is still blurry after that brutal knockout by Alexa Grasso. Macy said every time she looks at social media, she feels like she's looking at a dead person.
Well, this is not the post or video that I wanted to be making today, but I wanted to come on here and say thank you to the UFC and thank you to Alexa for the opportunity. You know, I wanted to go out there and get my opportunity to get my rematch and dominate and get the win back. And unfortunately, it was not my night. I got caught, and Alexa did an amazing thing. She's a phenomenal fighter. And I don't really remember a whole lot. All I know is that every time I go on social media, I look like I'm dead. And that's not a very fun thing to see. So I've been trying to stay off of social media, but I also wanted to come on here and at least tell you guys that I am okay. I am very blessed to live the life that I do. As tough as it is, going out there and being able to do that, what I did last night, was still one of the greatest nights of my life. Despite all of that, that's still one of the better nights of my life that I've ever had. I've had some pretty tough days, so that was still one of the greatest days of my life, being able to walk out there and being able to do what I've done. So I will be back. I'm gonna heal up and put in the work and get back out there. So God is good all of the time, on the highs, on the lows. He's good all the time, so doesn't matter. It's very hard because I don't remember a lot. So this is me saying thank you to everybody, and also I love you all.
From other news, Ian Gary is still on his phone, making videos and waiting for that call from the UFC. As you guys know, Dana White recently said that Islam Makhachev is fighting in August, not July, but the opponent is still a mystery. And here's a funny one. Islam Makhachev actually left a comment under a video of IShowSpeed. In the video, Speed was joking about sending his brother to Dagestan for 2 or 3 years because he couldn't even do push-ups. And Speed really replied to Islam. He basically told him, take my brother to Dagestan for 3 years and fix him, make him lose weight. Just imagine Speed's brother hearing that. Bro probably got scared real quick.
Send your brother to Dagestan.
Yes.
If this is indeed the case, please feel free to message me on Instagram so that we can discuss the matter and sort it out properly.
Hey, Jamal, come here. I just got a comment from Dagestan. Yo ass going to Dagestan. Chat, I'm about to book his flight to Dagestan. He think I'm playing, bro. Uh-oh, chat. Look who in the comments. When I said I was sending you to Dagestan.
Bro, I need to send his ass to Dagestan. Get your ass up. No, I'm not. You going to Dagestan. You spending 2 to 3 years in Dagestan. No.
Islam, bro.
No!
Don't. Come here. Don't know me.
That.
Don't know me.
No, bro.
Don't know me. Don't know me. You about to know real shit. You about to spend 2 to 3 years. No, bro, real shit. Bro, this is a legend, bro.
He is a legend, but I'm not
this
going
is
to
a
Dagestan,
legend.
bro.
You spending 2 to 3 years with him. You gonna be fit. You spending 2 to 3 years with Islam.
Not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Your life will change, bro.
No.
Why don't you want to go, bro?
I'm scared, bro.
You scared, bro? You gotta be a man, bro. Bro, you think I'm trolling, bro? I'm about to text him right now.
You for real?
I'm about to DM him right now, chat. I'm about to DM him right now. I just DM'd him, chat. I just DM'd him, bro. He's about to turn into a man.
Yoel Romero's fight with Vagabov is being reviewed after a controversial decision in Russia. Many fans felt the decision didn't reflect what actually happened in the fight. Romero reacted calmly, saying the decision didn't make anyone happy except his opponent's team. He supported the move by the IBA president to review the result, calling it important for protecting the sport's image.
About the decision about the fight, nobody stay happy. Nobody. I think the only people who stay happy about the decision in the fight is my opponent and, ¿cómo se dice? Su equipo. And his team. My opponent and his team.
But honestly, the most impressive part here isn't just the result, it's Romero himself. At 48, his body looks unreal. Ilia Topuria recently opened up about a side of his life we rarely see. Speaking on the Charlas Adictivas podcast, Topuria revealed he was bullied in school and often faced constant confrontation growing up. Despite his current persona, he admitted he never liked conflict and was often afraid in those situations. He said, "We were bullied at school. There was constant confrontation with the kids, and you had to stand up for yourself a lot of the time. I was always a kid who didn't like confrontation in the street, but sometimes you have to face those situations. I felt afraid. It awakens a sadness. You start to feel like you are less. You don't have that courage until you finally speak up." Topuria also gave credit to his younger self, saying his 14-year-old version is the reason he's where he is today. He explained that our current life is a reflection of our past actions, and that 14-year-old Ilia made the right choices. His only advice to his younger self? At times I worried more than I should have. I suffered more than I should have. Maybe he would tell me not to worry so much, to enjoy every experience, and remember that everything eventually passes.
The one I am jealous, I'm not jealous of that. I'm jealous. I haven't felt the jealousy emotion in a long time, and I felt it when Tim sent me a screenshot. Ilia signs with Richard Mille. I was like, oh, that's sick.
That is sick. I saw the commercial.
But I'm also like, dude, knocked out 3 legends, knocked out 3 Hall of Famers in a row.
Yeah.
Headlining the White House.
Yeah.
Well deserved, 100%. Like, he deserves it. I do have 2 Richards though. He probably had one too. Fine.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. I'm like, damn, that's sick, dude. That was fucking cool.
Arman Tsarukyan isn't holding back his thoughts on Max Holloway's recent performance. Following Max's fight against Charles Oliveira, Arman was blunt, saying he thinks Holloway might be done at the elite level. In a recent interview with Ariel Helwani, Arman said,
"Yeah, Max is done already. He's just going to make money and then retire."
You think he's finished?
Yeah, he's not that Max anymore.
What makes you say that? Because in his last fight,
so bad. With his last fight, he looked so bad. That's crazy. I was surprised how you cannot wrestle, like zero wrestling. You've been in this sport like 20 years, and like you cannot even like defend takedown from Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira has no takedowns. He has good like jiu-jitsu, but like wrestling, I've never seen him wrestle very well. But he cut him down like a masterclass, you know, from wrestling from Charles.
Yeah.
And I thought he went to Dagestan for 2-3 years and then come back.
Papi, bicho te hace muñeño, bicho te hace muy fucking ñeño, bicho te hace chumami, bicho te hace muñeño, chupapi en tu boca. No miras, asqueroso, no miras. A ver, ven. Yes, dude. Yes, dude.
Colby Covington is already picking a winner for Chimaev versus Strickland. Colby thinks Hamza will absolutely crush Sean by making it a wrestling match and submitting him easily.
I know you're not the biggest fan of Sean Strickland. Are you giving him a chance here against Hamza? Like, we saw some pretty good wrestling takedown defense against Hernandez.
No, I'm not giving him a chance. You know, Hernandez and Khamzat are completely different levels of grapplers and the way they approach their strategy. So I think Khamzat's going to take him down and submit him. You know, obviously, you know, Shmo went and watched them spar back at Extreme Couture a couple years ago, and he pretty much said like it wasn't competitive. Khamzat was just taking him down and submitting him. So I expect that same game plan. He's not going to be stupid and strike with Sean, you know, and make it a kickboxing fight. He's just going to make it straight grappling. And you know, I think he's going to push Strickland in some really bad positions and either submit him or just hold him out for 25 minutes.
Shortly after Israel Adesanya paid his respects at Bruce Lee's grave, Joaquin Buckley did the exact same thing. Buckley visited the final resting place of the legend to show his appreciation for the martial arts icon.
Jeet Kune Do was one of the first things as a young martial artist that I read about that really introduced me to what mixed martial arts was. Jeet Kune Do stands for the intercepting fist, and it literally means, right, intercepting somebody's attack, right? In between every explosive blow and every explosive maneuver that you stop with your own, right? Bruce Lee was one of the best instructors when it comes to the philosophy of mixed martial arts. And I truly believe that without Jeet Kune Do and Bruce Lee's impact to martial arts, that the UFC wouldn't even exist. So with me being here, me being able to just really be able to be surrounded by his presence, right, at his burial, I feel like, man, you know, I done completed something that's only gonna level me up now, you know, so it's a beautiful thing. Respect to Bruce Lee.
Chanko delivered a brutal knee to his sparring partner during training, dropping him instantly. But what really got people was his reaction. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.